I'm going to start by showing you the build that I have been using for getting the 2500 kills with the Mac 10, and then once I'm done showing you the build, I'll show you the rest of the loadout that I've been using. Starting off for the muzzle, we've got the sound suppressor. The only downside with this one is that there's a minus 15% effective damage range. For the barrel, we have the 5.9 inch task force. This is going to give us an additional 4% damage, 50% effective damage range, 75% bullet velocity, which the higher the bullet velocity at longer ranges, the better. Now the downside, you've got minus 25% max starting ammo. That's really not that big of a deal, but this is probably going to be the most controversial part for most people, is that there's minus 20% vertical recoil control and minus 15% horizontal recoil control when the Mac 10 already has a lot of kick. But what I have found is that you can learn how to control the recoil. It's not impossible to use, you just need practice. For magazine, we've got the Salvo 53 Rnd Fast Mag. This one is completely awesome. You've got 66% increased magazine ammo capacity, reload quickness is increased by 40%, 66% increased max starting ammo, 66% increased ammo capacity. So even though we lost some capacity on that other attachment, we gained it all back with this attachment and more. And then the only downside is you have minus 25% aim down sight speed, but that'll be compensated with another attachment, which is the attachment for handle, the Serpent Wrap. So this gives us that plus 25% aim down sight speed. Now we have another minus, which is that sprint to fire time, but once again, we're going to compensate for that with the wire stock, which gives us plus 10% sprint to fire time. So everything that we have lost on, we have compensated for with the other attachments, except for vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control. But like I was just saying, you can learn to control the recoil, and this weapon becomes very powerful after you learn to control it. Now there definitely are other attachments you can use to reduce that recoil, and I've tried them out. It's just I don't find them to be as good as this build is. Because as soon as you start to control that recoil, you have to sacrifice your movement. And I'm all about being able to outplay my opponents with movement when I'm in a gunfight with them. So losing movement to me is not an option, and I compensate by learning how to control the recoil. Then in terms of the rest of the loadout, I've got the Sigma 2 for the secondary, stun grenade, Semtex, trophy system, and then for wildcards I'm using perk greed so I can have 6 perks. Then we've got flak jacket, tactical mask, scavenger, quartermaster, ninja, and ghost. So the reason I'm set up like this is I don't like to be detected, and I'm all about flanking the enemy. So I get on the flank, I start taking out enemies. The big thing for me is to not get spotted by the other enemies when I'm taking out their teammates. So I'll take a couple people out, I'll wrap around another direction, and then I flank again. And I just rinse and repeat this process. And then if they do spot me, I have really good movement, so I have a really good chance of engaging multiple people at the same time and still winning. And that's all I got for you in this video. I do plan to make another one of these videos at 10,000 eliminations with the Mac 10, and I may even make one at 5,000 eliminations, but that all depends if I found any better builds by the time I get to 5,000 eliminations. If you have any questions on this, please post them in the comment section. Leave a like if you found this to be helpful. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.